Hello and welcome back to the channel. We're starting today with this beautiful antique mirror. It's French, it's repoussé. We've talked about repoussé work before, which is when you have these sheets of brass that are moulded from the back. The pattern is pressed into the back to form the pattern at the front. It's a beautiful old piece, probably late 19th century I would think, in the 18th century style. It's got fab decoration here. You've got these cherubs with trumpets. That's all you need at Christmas time. A child with a trumpet. Hours of fun. The mirror plate here, it's a beveled mirror, and you can see the wear to the mirror over the years. The foxing. It really adds something to it, the originality of the piece. I often say it, but the sort of thing you'd see in Miss Havisham's boudoir. Beautiful French antique mirror. Okay, next we have a pair of 18th century ping pong rackets. Not really, they're actually copper pan lids. We buy these when we find them because we love these old copper pan lids. And they have iron handles held on with 3 copper rivets. These two will be, I think, 19th century pieces. They're great for decor in the kitchen. We sold one, I think, last week. The last one went off our site last week, so luckily we managed to find 2 this week, which is great because they're very popular but not easy to find in good condition. So they do need a bit of a clean up, but we shall get them on the site. The thing about dealing with antiques is that you can't just go to a big warehouse and buy 50 of something. You have to wait for these things to come along, and you can find maybe a couple at a time. We might have to wait a year to find something. That is the nature of the business. That's how it is dealing with antiques. Next today we have this lovely old brass, very, very heavy preserving pan. It has an iron handle, and I can tell you this weighs an absolute ton. I did weigh it. It weighs over 5 kilos. It's incredibly heavy, very thick brass. This would have been used for making jams, marmalades. Anything else, Tracy?
Just preserves.
Preserves. Yes, I say it's got an iron handle.
I'm trying to concentrate to keep my decorations in the...
Well, you don't need to concentrate too much. They're everywhere. We'll go into that later.
Cut your head off now and then.
I rang this earlier. It rang like a bell.
No, you're holding it on the table, aren't you? Lift it off the table.
Well, then I've got the handle. Anyway, it did ring like a bell earlier. Beautiful, heavy, old Victorian preserving pan. This could be English, actually, couldn't it? Mm-hmm. Quite possibly. We do get English antiques out here sometimes from people who go, move back to England or whatever. But it's a lovely old heavy piece. The only trouble we have with this is to send this to America or Australia, around the world, would cost about £120. Which is mad. We try to keep things as low weight as we can because of the excessive cost of shipping. So this one may have to stay in Europe, France possibly, because it's just too much money to send to the States or to around the world. But it's a beautiful thing. I mean, perfectly usable again. As we always say, use your antiques. You could make quite a few jars of jam or marmalade out of that. Lovely old pan.
Be great for reenactment actually as well, because it's in perfect condition.
Reenactment?
Mm-hmm.
Or for Vikings and such like? Yes?
Well, I was thinking not quite that far back, but...
Victorian reenactments?
Yeah, Victorian, yeah. Georgian, anyway.
Beautiful, heavy, old brass preserving pan. Okay, next we have this beautiful pair of antique mirrors. These are very much in that same French 18th century style. They have lovely decoration. They're in bronze. They're quite heavy. Let's put this one down. The mirrors are in very good condition. Bevel edge to the mirrors.
as a sign of quality.
Yes, little face at the top. Lovely little face just there at the top. You see that,
Just
Tracy?
getting my decks in the background. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, lovely mirrors, and to find that a pair, obviously a pair of anything is a lot more desirable. They shall be going up on the site presently in bronze, heavy, quality pieces. Do you want to see the backs, Tracy?
If you like.
Okay. They have this brass plate across the back. They are in bronze.
Got tiny little screws in, haven't they, around the edge?
Yeah, tiny screws. My eyes won't focus on them, but I imagine they're not machine-made screws. Yeah, beautiful mirrors. I'll take it around that way so we don't get distracted. There. Sorry. Have you stopped it?
No.
Keep going. We're nearly there. Okay, so there we have a beautiful pair of very, very French mirrors. Wouldn't they look absolutely spectacular in the house? Tracy says, point that way. Point them that way. You don't want to see me. But we do want to see you, Tracy. Anyway, there we go. Beautiful pair of antique mirrors. Lastly today, we have this lovely old lantern, which, you guessed it, has been pilfered by Tracy. She's nicked it.
Well, it was just rather lovely.
Yes.
And I did find it, so...
Finders keepers, I suppose. So let's have a look. Light my little match. Little door. Light the candle. There we are. It's lovely. And it gets lovely and warm, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It's like a little heater. We could do with it in this house since we lost our wood burner. But yeah.
We've only got 8 weeks to go till we get our new wood burner.
Yes, and we had a lovely electricity bill today, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
A whopper, because we've been using little electric heaters to keep warm, try to keep warm. So we've got the added bonus of a massive electric bill as well. It's all part of the fun, isn't it? Anyway, so that's Tracy's lovely little lantern that she's pilfered. Quite nice for Christmas.
And I did have to convert it because originally it was candle. It had been converted to electric and I had to rip the electrics out.
Yeah, well.
And luckily they had just put a little electric piece in and left the candle holder, so it was quite easy to do. So it's now back in its original condition, original state.
And we can gather around that at Christmas and stay warm on Christmas Day.
Yeah, how lovely. Oh, it'll be okay.
It'll be all right. Lovely little piece. See, look, part of your Christmas decoration here is encroaching.
Yeah, it's trying to creep into
table's centrepiece extravaganza. Tracy's been going mad with the Christmas decorations. We're going to do, aren't we, a separate little video to show that. She's got so many fairy lights up that when she puts them on, all the local villages lose power. It goes dark, doesn't it? But we haven't done anything outside though.
Not this year, no.
You're wanting to get one of those guns like the woman in The Grinch, aren't you?
Put them on the outside, that would be cool.
Yeah. So yes, we've got this extravaganza in here, Winter Wonderland. We shall show that in a future video, maybe later today or tomorrow. So there we are. I think that is it for today, isn't it? Now, we've got some news from the week, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've possibly got a new addition to our barn. Dougal the cat.
It's not called Dougal, it's Billy.
I like Dougal.
Well, it's probably a girl, so it's Billy. It might be a girl or a boy.
No, it's a boy. It's a boy, isn't it?
Did you definitely get close enough to find out?
Yes, I got close enough to have a good eyeful. It is a boy. Yes.
I still don't like Dougal.
This little cat turned up and he was freezing because it was really cold, wasn't it? Yeah. So we put the bed out. Tracy made a bed for Missy the cat, who completely ignored it, of course.
After spending all morning making it.
Yeah, we made her a nice bed, a little igloo, and she ignored it and sat on the washing pile. So we took that out for this little cat and he went in there. He was in there in the morning when I went round and he legged it out because he's sort of half feral or stray, isn't he? Mm. So the next night, I felt so sorry for him. I foolishly gave him some food, didn't I? And now we've done it now, we've got him. But I get the feeling that he may be part owned by us and part owned by someone else. I think he may do the rounds.
Or he could just be a strays picking up a bit of food in different places.
Yeah.
I don't think he's tame enough to be somebody's cat.
No.
But I think he may have been at one time, or he may just have be so desperate for food.
Anyway, we felt sorry for him, so we've taken him on. We hope he's okay with Missy. Doesn't upset Missy too much, but maybe gradually they'll get on.
Well, that's why we didn't feed him at first, because we didn't want to
upset Missy.
And she's more timid when it comes to other cats. So she's not timid with us, but she's timid with other cats.
Anyway, there we go. Dougal cat.
Not Dougal. I'll call it Malfoy then, if you want to call it Dougal.
Malfoy.
Filch. We should have called him Filch.
What's his cat called?
Mrs. Norris.
Probably not appropriate, Mrs. Norris.
No.
Anyway,
Filch.
so
Call him Filch.
That's a possible addition to the barn. So I said to Maureen that we'd let her know. So there you go, Maureen.
And I'll add in a clip of him. We've got a tiny
put a
little
clip
bit
in,
of film, not much yet.
Okay, so I think we are done for now. We shall put a video up presently of Tracy's extravaganza with the decorations. And that's the last of our antiques today. So we will see you again soon. Thanks so much for watching. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Tracy? Yeah? The new little cat is... Oh, Missy's having a go at him. He was in his bed when I came round. Play nicely, Missy. Come on. You can have a new friend, eh? Cratchit. You can't call him Cratchit. It sounds too much like Cratchit without the R. Anyway, Missy's just chased him round there. He was in his bed and he let me go right past him and everything. Right at the last minute he legged it out. Well, we'll think of a name. That's if we take him on. We've got to find out if he belongs to Mr. Hubert. You hungry, little one? Crikey, Bob, you're enjoying that. You're not even chewing it.